Good afternoon, and thanks for having us in. A convicted sex offender is expected to appear in court this afternoon on attempted kidnapping charges. We first told you about 31-year-old Skylar Coleman on Monday. Police initially said he'd been arrested for attempted enticement of a minor, which is a misdemeanor. This morning, Minnehaha County prosecutors filed attempted kidnapping charges against him. According to police, Coleman offered children candy to get into his car on Saturday afternoon near the Mercado store on 11th Street. The kids took pictures of Coleman with their phones, and police arrested him the next morning. Coleman is on the South Dakota Sex Offender Registry for a crime involving a child in Michigan. He's also on active parole. His recent convictions include domestic abuse and failing to register as a sex offender. According to court documents, the alleged victims were 7 and 8 years old. Also new this midday, a Sioux Falls man is headed to federal prison for a carjacking. 25-year-old Alexander Cota will spend more than 6 years behind bars for the April 2022 crime. Cota admits messaging a person, claiming to be a woman who needed a ride. When the victim showed up, Cota and another man got into his car and stole it at gunpoint. Officials are conducting an investigation after a crash left one person dead on Saturday morning. Reports say that a Honda was traveling near Madison with the motorcyclist behind them and traveling the same direction. The Honda slowed to turn left and collided with the motorcycle. The motorcycle driver was separated from the bike and was hit by the Honda. The motorcyclist was pronounced dead at the hospital. The Highway Patrol is investigating the crash. And authorities in northwest Iowa responded to 2 near drownings on the 4th of July. Around 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, divers were called in to rescue a Sioux Falls man in Millers Bay. The 21-year-old was brought to a hospital. Authorities do not know his condition. Around 7:30 last night, crews were dispatched to the Arnold Park City Beach. In that case, bystanders pulled a 22-year-old Sioux Falls man from the water. He's also hospitalized, and his condition is unknown. Turning to weather, we could see some record cold tonight. Yes, cold. Right, Megan?
Yes, that's what it looks like for tonight into tomorrow morning, which is very different than what we've been experiencing the last couple of weeks. Even last weekend with those 90 degrees for your 4th of July. Right now, 71 degrees in Sioux Falls. North winds are at 11 miles an hour, trying to break apart our cloud cover. In Rapid City, 61 degrees right now, just a very light breeze, trying to get some sunshine in western South Dakota. 68 right now in Yankton, 65 in Aberdeen, 64 in Pierre, and 51 degrees in Custer right now. If we take a look at KELOLAND Live Doppler radar, we do have a few light rain showers in southwestern South Dakota. Here is a closer look at those as they stretch from about Edgemont, Pine Ridge, Martin, Mission, almost reaching Colomb and Winter as we speak. Otherwise, for today, we'll keep that cloud cover around. 73 in Sioux Falls, 70 in Aberdeen, 73 in Pierre, and 67 with a few rain showers possible in Rapid City. For tonight, with clear skies and light winds, like I said, some near record cold temperatures with a low of 50 for Sioux Falls, 47 in Aberdeen, 50 in Pierre, and 50 also in Rapid City. Tomorrow, with some more sunshine, our temperatures do rebound nicely, though. 77 in Sioux Falls, 78 in Aberdeen, 77 in Pierre, and 76 with some rain and thunderstorm chances for the afternoon and evening in Rapid City. Now, with that chance of rain and storms tomorrow afternoon, we do have a marginal risk in green to a slight risk in yellow. That does include the Black Hills. For severe weather, that is tomorrow afternoon into the evening hours. Our main threats will be hail and strong winds. We'll take a closer look at those in just a little bit.
Thank you, Megan. A small-town bar has a new owner, and she's not yet even 25 years old. Brianna Kotab took over Beelou's Bar in Dante, South Dakota last month. It's an important undertaking, as this is the main hub for this community of less than 100 people.
Like, people ask me, like, so does it feel real yet? No, it still hasn't fully hit me.
And tonight's Eye on KELOLAND find out the personal reason why Kotab wanted to make sure the open sign stayed on at this bar. 8 roller coaster riders were stuck hanging upside down for around 3 hours at a Wisconsin festival on Sunday. The incident happened at the Forest County Festival in Crandon, Wisconsin. Reports say 7 of the stuck passengers were children. Now, the cause of the coaster's mechanical malfunction is unknown. The Crandon fire chief has shared. No injuries were reported, but one person was transported to the hospital. In Philadelphia, investigators are looking into what motivated a 40-year-old suspect to target a community, fatally shooting 5 people. Police say the gunman opened fire at random across several city blocks. After a chase, police caught the suspect, who they say was wearing a ski mask and a bulletproof vest, armed with an AR-15 style rifle, a handgun, and carrying a police scanner. Local police commissioner said at a news conference that the alleged shooter fired, quote, seemingly at random. There's a glimmer of hope that a prisoner swap with Russia involving jailed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich could be in the works. Speculation arose after a 31-year-old journalist received a visit from U.S. officials. The same day, Russian diplomats visited a jailed Russian citizen in the United States. Natalie Brand reports from the White House.
Nearly 2 weeks after Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich last appeared in a Moscow courtroom where he is facing espionage charges, there are signs Russia may be open to a prisoner exchange. When asked about the possibility Tuesday, Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov replied, "There have been certain contacts on the subject, but we don't want them to be discussed in public." Speculation arose after the U.S. ambassador to Russia visited the 31-year-old journalist in prison Monday. The same day, a Russian diplomat visited a Russian citizen who is behind bars in Ohio on cybercrime charges. Gershkovich was arrested at the end of March. Both he and the Wall Street Journal deny he was spying.
What the Russian authorities are saying is utter nonsense.
Appearing on Face the Nation shortly after Gershkovich was taken into custody, Wall Street Journal editor-in-chief Emma Tucker called his arrest a complete outrage.
Evan is a very talented, experienced reporter. He's accredited to report from Russia. And he was on an assignment doing what he always does. He was gathering information.
The U.S. State Department has had no comment on a prisoner exchange, saying only it expected Russia to continue to allow access to the journalist. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, the White House.
Now, there is precedent for U.S.-Russian prisoner swaps, the most recent, of course, being WNBA basketball star Brittany Griner. She was arrested on drug charges and swapped in December for a Russian weapons dealer.